Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the Making the Most of Your Map Search webinar. Before we get started, I wanted to show you where you can find more of our upcoming WolfNet webinars. You look on the homepage of WolfNet.com. Here we have the next 4 webinars coming up, and to see what webinars are available during the upcoming month, all you have to do is click on More Webinars, and you will see the rest of the webinars that are coming up. We are now also offering recordings of our webinars as an added feature. If you missed a webinar, you can now search here for a recorded webinar. If you have any questions after watching a recorded webinar, you can contact our service department by emailing them at service@wolfnet.com or by calling 612-342-0088 and asking for our service department. Our topic today, again, is making the most of your map search. Let's begin. My name is Eric Johnson. I am a project coordinator and QA specialist here at WolfNet, and I will be showing you how to make the most of your map search on the WolfNet IDX search solution. Also joining us today is Stephanie Boots, who is a project and marketing coordinator here at WolfNet. She will be taking any questions during the webinar. If you have a question after the conclusion of today's webinar, please contact our service department and they'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. WolfNet was one of the industry leaders for integrating map-based searches into its IDX search portfolio. Cutting edge at the time, it utilized basic map search features along with the standard IDX search parameters. As you can see, there were a few different versions of the initial search, although the basic functionality was the same throughout. You can see that while the search features themselves remained the same, there were a few different iterations of the map itself, which mostly dealt with different map search functions, such as zooming features, panning features, things like that, but otherwise the mapping was pretty much consistent initially. In 2007, WolfNet released MapTracks 2.0. This was a significant upgrade over MapTracks 1.0, and among the featured upgrades were color-coded property types, upgraded maps and interface, as well as a larger map. The upgraded map search also displayed a higher number of listings on the map, as well as including additional lead capture calls to action where available. And you can see here, obviously the map is a lot larger. The color-coded property types allow you to distinguish, if you don't have a specific property type selected, it allows you to distinguish between single-family, multifamily, condo, commercial, etc. And again, some of the map search tools have been expanded as well, such as the zoom and move features, as well as the zoom features here and panning features here. Also allows you to switch between street, hybrid, and aerial view. 2011 brought the release of the newest MapTracks version, MapTracks 3.0. This is the most up-to-date search available and now includes color-coded property types, updated maps and interface, a larger map, points of interest maps on the listing details pages, up to 200 listings displayed on the map. All search types work dynamically with the map, so if you switch between still show up on the map. Visual ease of use is also an important function, as color coding and calls to action make the search easier for the user while also providing user lead information. All 3 mapping interfaces, Google, Bing, and MapQuest, are used depending on the specific application within the search. Why are map-based searches important? Map-based searches are extremely important because they set consumer expectations for a premium search experience. Also, the map search is dynamic, so that regardless of the search type being used, the search parameters selected will transfer between them. Visual ease of use is also an important function, as color coding and calls to action make the search easier while also providing user and lead information. With an integrated map search, it allows the user to experience different views of the property search, such as street view, which uses Google Maps, House View, which uses Bing, and the Points of Interest map on the details page, which uses MapQuest mapping technology, and also combinations of Bing and Google. The map search can be used for all available search types, such as active, sold, open houses, and foreclosures. And depending on the search type, additional information will be presented on the listing. In the example provided here, solds are selected as the search type, and as a result, sold price is displayed in the map house over, along with the call to action to view the original list price for the listing, which is here. This is a link that will require the user to register their information to see the additional data, or for them to log in with an existing profile. This results in additional lead information that may not have been captured otherwise. Other features are displayed on the map house over for the respective search types, such as having a foreclosure and or open house banner appear on the thumbnail view, as well as open house dates and times for those listings where available. The primary search types available can include county, city, address, zip code, subdivision, neighborhood, school district, school, condo, building name, among others. The primary search type works dynamically with the map search, and for example, the displayed slide here shows that body of water has been selected as the search type here, and then the value of White Bear Lake has been selected here, and as a result, the map redraws to this location on the map, showing all the available properties given the criteria that has or has not been entered on the search. Secondary search types, or the guts of the search as I like to call them, include property types, property features, as well as the lifestyle searches. Property types may include single family, condo, acreage, commercial, etc., depending on what's available in the market. Property features, such as min or max price, beds, baths, square feet, year built, garage, pool, golf course, lakefront, oceanfront, etc., are all possible search features. The lifestyle search, which is relatively new to the WolfNet search, is also available as an add-on service. Items such as highly rated schools, low crime ratings, median home income, type of neighborhoods, etc., are all available in the lifestyle search. And those would be found, again, that's an add-on service, but those would be found in this area of the search, whether you have them at the top or at the bottom of the map, as well as the rest of the search features. To save a search using a map, simply choose the primary search type, whether it be city, zip code, state, or other search criteria. Then select your property search criteria, which would be the features here. And then all that is left is just select Save Search at the bottom, and this will prompt the user to then create a profile, or again, log in using an existing profile to save that search, and they will also be able to receive notifications when listings that match their search come up. They'll receive an email, as well as you'll receive a notification if their search has been updated. The listing details page displays various sets of data regarding the listings. A sampling of the data provided on the details page includes property details, which may have address, price, beds, or baths, social media tools, which include Facebook, Twitter, and over 300 others, photos, which will include the slideshow, the virtual tours if available, maps, of which you have views to choose from as aerial, hybrid, bird's eye, or street view, neighborhood and school data, as well as lead capture. And again, this information here, you are looking at a street view. This is available through the points of interest map here. Once that's expanded, you can look at street view, aerial view, house view, depending on if those views are available in your area with the respective map service. Again, the street view uses Google Maps, the house view uses Bing, and the aerial views generally use MapQuest for those searches and views. You can also choose the appearance of your map search via the back office. In the back office admin area, you have the ability to select either modern or classic skin, rounded or square corners, as well as the colors for your search. And again, the gold colored search here is what we refer to as our classic skin. Rounded corners, a little bit of definition with color. And then here we have what is called our modern skin, which is a little bit more streamlined, a little sleeker. It gives you options to choose from as far as how your search appears and is presented on the solution. You can also change the colors in your back office, and this is done by a couple different ways. You can either select each one of these boxes here, and that will bring up a color grid of which you can just select a color and it will automatically enter the color codes into this box. Or you can use something like a second aftermarket color program such as ColorCop, which allows you to select certain colors, and you can get the color codes from that program and just manually enter them in here. Or if you just happen to know them, again, you can manually enter those in there. It's saved colors, and those colors will be saved to your search solution. You can also change the default starting location for your map search. You may select the starting city, state, and or zip code to set the location, or you may enter specific latitude and longitude values. You can also set the zoom level as to how far zoomed in or zoomed out your search is to a particular area. And again, as I mentioned, you can have latitude or longitude values. And again, as I mentioned, you can also just, if you would like to, just using the standard map tools, either zoom in, zoom out, pan, get the map to however you want it situated for a particular area, hit update, and that will reset your map search to save it at that particular area. So if you only deal in listings in a particular subdivision or area, and you don't want the entire metro area or area that your MLS covers, you can zoom that map into a particular area, and so when a user goes through your map search, it will only show the area that you've selected as a default, and not the general default view, which is predominantly the majority of the MLS area. There's a few other settings that you can change in your back office regarding the map search, and those include advanced search criteria, which allows you to collapse or expand the search features area, which has your property types, bed, bath, square feet, price, etc. You can either have that expanded to where all those available features are visible as soon as you go to the search, or you can have it collapsed where only a partial view is available, and then the user would have to just manually hit the expand button to show the rest of those views. You can also adjust the property count display, which adjusts the number of listing icons that will appear on the map at any given time for a search. And those numbers you can control anywhere from a minimum of 50 listings to a maximum of 200 listings appearing on the search at any one time. You can also change the default map type, whether it be a regular map search, a hybrid, or an aerial. Regular being the map itself, no satellite views or anything like that. The hybrid view, which is a satellite view, but also has the labels on it, which would be street names, city names, river names, things like that. Or you can have the straight-up aerial view, which is strictly the satellite view, and no street names, no city names, no other items appearing on the search other than the icons for the listings that match your search and the satellite view itself. You can also change the search criteria, whether they appear above the map or below the map. If you'd like to have the map be the very first thing that someone sees and then they'll have to scroll down to use the features, you can have that. Or the features area can be above the map to where it's immediately visible to the user. And again, that's your choice. We also have the ability to create predefined map searches using the URL search builder tool in your back office. You can create searches by just entering criteria in this area exactly as you would on the front end of your solution, which will then create a URL that you can link to your specific map search. This is a great tool for showcasing listings in specified cities, subdivisions, areas, or neighborhoods, as well as different search types such as open houses, sold, foreclosures, you can create these links that target those specific listings. Whatever criteria you have entered here, you can create a link that targets those specific listings, and then you can embed that link on your homepage or in another place on your website to show people they can go directly to these listings without actually having to enter the criteria in the search solution itself. Some of the features available that place WolfNet above the competition are a number of items. We have color-coded property types that, again, as I mentioned before, allow you to distinguish between single-family, multifamily, commercial, condo, townhome, etc. on the search instead of having everything be a light blue icon, or something similar to that. You have more definition between your property types on the map search. The results are displayed instantly whenever you change your search criteria or even move the map to a different area. Your results come up instantly based on the criteria that you've entered. The search types work dynamically with the map. So for instance, if you were searching on the county city, had a half dozen parameters entered, and then you decided you wanted to go check school district, all of that information that you've entered as a search parameter will then transfer over to the school district tab, and you can perform additional searches by school district if that is what you would like to do. The lifestyle search is already built into the search, so you can automatically search those features and not have to have anything additional other than the add-on service. There's more search options available on the WolfNet search versus other competition, such as different amenity searches and different searches that a lot of other competitors just don't have as part of their base package that WolfNet offers right out of the box. You also have full control of your colors on your search to better integrate it into your website, so you don't have a search solution that's one color while your website is a completely different color. It'll provide a seamless transition between the rest of your website and the search, so the user doesn't even realize it. It makes it another tool in your toolbox on your website. And with that, you also have full control of your skin, whether it be the modern skin or the classic skin. You have the choice between those to add to your search. That concludes making the most of your map search webinar for today. Remember, get signed up for additional webinars or get caught up on recorded webinars, as we mentioned before, at wolfnet.com/webinars. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook for product and features releases. And again, I'd like to thank you for taking part in this making the most of your map search webinar. And for any other questions, please contact our service department, and they will be more than happy to take care of any questions that you have. Thank you, and have a great day.